What's up, YouTube family? I'm back at you like I'm mad at you, but I'm always glad when you're showing up. When you're showing up, we growing up, right? Hey man, I want to make this video for you, man. I just got through washing my hair. I wanted to make this video. After I was washing my hair, I thought about my mama used to always, before she transitioned, she used to always teach me things when I was young and tell me so I don't have to depend on nobody else to do it for me, right? And I want to just share with you. It came to me, man. You on the other side of this video. I know this found you for a reason, man. I pray over my videos so they find the right people, right? Like, there's a lot of things that you probably just experienced in the world. Some betrayals. Many times you learn that you can't depend on nobody else but the Lord, right? But the Most High, right? Or whatever, higher power you believe in. You realize that you had to believe in that within yourself, that you had to trust in that within yourself and not things external from you. You know what I mean? And I just want you to know real quick, man, that the Most High, God is teaching you some things right now, making you independent for the future. He's making you the lender and not the borrower. He's making you to not depend on others for love, that you learn to love yourself. He's teaching you how to build right from within, that, you know what I'm saying, you have more to give, right, than you have to be in need of. You know what I mean? God is making you the lender, not the borrower. And so in the Bible it says it's better to give than to receive. You might think to yourself, how's, better to give? That sounds like some, but no, but in other words, it means it's better to be able to give than to always be in need of receiving. You see what I'm saying? So he's teaching you some things right now, right? And that so that you don't have to, depend on others. You see what I'm saying? It's better to be on the giving side, right? It's better to learn these things that God is teaching you on a daily basis. Believe it. The betrayals and all that is teaching you something. And this world is going into a place where it's not going to be like we probably think it is, family. A lot of us think it is, in the sense that they make it everything digital and virtual for a reason. You know what I mean? We're going to have to learn how to do a lot of things independently at home, or, in your own space, in your own world. And a lot of the betrayals and some of the backstabbing and just the things that you felt like, oh, you may have learned over time, like, I can't depend on, you know what I'm saying, nobody else. I can't trust nobody else, but really don't take it so much as what happened on the, the broken glass side, right? Because, broken trust is like broken glass. Don't just see that alone. See what God is teaching you so that you don't have to, because that's how doors is open. When you learn how to enjoy yourself more and do things for yourself, love yourself more, do things with yourself more, go out, take yourself out sometime, things like that. You won't go out. That will help you to not go out and sign up for the wrong relationships that will be betraying, backstabbing, and heartbreaking for you. You know what I'm saying? And we're not talking about just like, obviously, no particular relationship. We mean business, personal, romantic, homieships, whatever you can think of. You know what I mean? Some of these things that you're going through right now, God is showing you how to be more so on the giving end, where you can do these things for yourself. If anything, and in other words, you'll be able to help somebody else. You'll be able to, if anything, you'll be the one that, people looking to get it from, right? Instead of the other way around, instead of you depending on others. You feel what I'm saying? For small things, family, look around the world, look at what's going on. This is extreme. Like, even with the YouTube tutorial, just think about how you can learn anything on YouTube. This is a time where we need to be mindful that this world is going to shift. The world is going to shift, not the earth, the world. And it's going to be a time where the people going to need to be able to be independent. I'm telling you. That's why they're making all these remote jobs and where you can work from home, and they're showing you how to do everything from home. Like I said, you go on YouTube and fix your own car, whatever it is. So just be mindful, family, that the Lord is is teaching us, giving us opportunity to learn some things through the trials and challenges that we face in the world, so that we're not on the dependent side of things. You know what I mean? I just thought of that when I was washing, after I finished washing my hair and all. I'm like, man, I remember my OG used to tell me all the time, like, you know, she teach me how to cook stuff. Like, she'd be like, I'm doing this so she's like, I'm showing you so you don't have to, you don't have to depend on nobody else to do it for you all the time. And then I thought about that. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That is what God is doing for his children right now, for those who are blessed, right? Those who he blessing right now. He's preparing you, you know what I mean, to be the lender and not the borrower. That's written also, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just polarizing that, in that the things that we, you know what I'm saying, just think about it. When I say the lender, not the borrower, that's a scripture, right? But when we talk about the betrayals and, just, the people who were supposed to love you, the people who were supposed to be loyal to you, right? All those things, right? Instead of us needing that from somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Be mindful of the lessons that we learned when those promises was broken, right? And that now we don't look for loyalty from nobody else. We don't need, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we require these things, right, to a certain extent, but we're not living our lives depending upon building relationships where I need loyalty and all that. You know, we got to keep it to where, even what I'm saying is, even if you got a business or any kind of relationship, as family, make sure that your loyalty is with you, meaning you make all your decisions based on you being loyal to you in that relationship. Make sure that you got a business. You got a business, and there's things that got to be done. It's like, I think I heard a guy, he said, it was a rich guy, he said he had it was one guy said he had a financial accountants for accountants, meaning, he was making decisions based on him being trusting himself and not no other accountant. He was only, he was getting accountants, and then he had another accountant he would hire to watch what that other accountant was doing, to make sure nobody wanted stealing from him. And then I heard another guy said that he fired all his accountants and he started doing his own accounting himself. You see what I'm saying? So he went even to that extent to where he wasn't even he not even depending on the accountants no more. He not even using the trust in the accountants no more. He learned how to do it for himself. Millions of dollars, keep up with that type of outgoing and incoming revenue and money himself. He learned how to do it himself. So again, you know what I mean? Where does this come from? These trials, some of these challenges that we face, things that we've been through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you can only be your loyalty from somebody else can only be betrayed if you was kind of like, we all been there, but you kind of like you looking for that loyalty out of this person, or you seeking this love from this person, or you sought out the bond with, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. We all been there, but God is showing us how to be lenders and not the borrowers. I don't need to borrow your love. I don't need to borrow your loyalty no more. You know what I'm saying? We ain't on that type of time no more, family. And just think about the things my mother used to teach me. God is showing us how to do some things. Most High is teaching us. We learning some lessons, out of these situations. He didn't put us in. We put us in these situations over time. I'm just saying over the years, the things that we had to go through. But he taught us some lessons out of these. Was you put the B on it, it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To be able to say, you know what? You know what I mean? Now I'm not going to nothing, you know what I'm saying, looking for nobody else to, you know what I'm saying, to when I come in any situation it is, I'm going in it being loyal to myself. I'm going in it loving myself. I'm going in it being mindful of my own needs. I'm going in it, the same things that you would expect from others that we used to expect externally, you know what I'm saying? You just make sure that you number one, as far as you the number one source, even in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I feel like, it's certain things that couldn't even happen to me because I'm talking about it couldn't happen in me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could think they betraying me or think they, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I'm never depending on you for for loyalty, if I'm never dependent on you for love, if I'm never dependent on you, now I appreciate all of these things. I will appreciate it. I mean that literally. That means when I say I appreciate something, I mean I want to increase the value in that. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want you to do that again. Or I want you to continue, rather, being loyal. I want you to continue the love. I want you to continue this and that. But other than that, I'm not dependent upon it. In those situations, even business, whatever I'm going into business-wise, you feel me? I'm just taking care of business. And in my mind, like I was giving y'all examples of the financial accountants, I'm covering my own tracks. I'm covering my own steps. I'm not going in dependent upon nobody else necessarily thinking for me. I want them to play their role, play their part, because you know when you got a business, you got a team, you expect people to play their part. But that's like you know what I'm saying, thinking for yourself first and having that business mind for yourself first. This the way where you hear like, you know, you see like people like Trump, or it could be like just certain businessmen that you know how fast they'll fire somebody if they ain't on top of their game. You know what I'm saying? You probably think like that's you know, that's heartless, or you know, whatever. That's hardcore, you know, however you say that. That's kind of like, you know, but it is not. It's not when you're in a certain type of space with your experience and learning from your mistakes. If you getting these lessons out of all that you've been through, then you know that's not heartless. What it is this is a businessman who thinking, I'm not depending on, as soon as you act like you, okay, boom. I'm thinking for my, see what I'm saying? This is how you stay on top, family. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, I look up the scripture if I had the thing about me, but you can look it up, man. It's God making you the lender, not the borrower. You know what I'm saying? And that's for everything, with love, loyalty, with your business, with your family. You know what I'm saying? Just learn how to spend time with yourself, depend on yourself and not necessarily being selfish. Not saying being selfish, but learn how to, you know what I'm saying, go with your bet on yourself for anything. You know what I'm saying? Over everything. You see what I'm saying? And no matter what relationship you're going in, business, romantic, your homie, your team, you know what I'm saying, your partner, any kind, family, you know what I'm saying, just make sure you on top of you know what I'm saying, you on top of what you got to be on top of for you first. You see what I'm saying? That's what matters. And then at the end of the day, you can't come out, you can't, you know what I'm saying, you can't come up short because you was already ahead of the game in that what you expect from them, you automatically making sure you're giving it to yourself. See what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, God's making you the lender, not the borrower. You know what I'm saying? You on the highway to success. You hear me? You on the road to success. And hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? You got like they say on the elevator, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta drop some people off on the way up. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't about, you know what I'm saying, again, being selfish, but it's just about making sure that, you know what I mean, you're not everything just that'll take your game to a whole nother level, family. If you just start thinking every relationship that you step in, every room and meeting that you step in, you just go in there with the mindset of everything that I would want from this setting. I'm gonna make sure I'm coming in the door with it in my bag. You feel me? I'm gonna make sure I'm coming in the door with it. Everything that I would want to come to this table with, I'm gonna make sure I come to the table with it. To the next video, family. Peace, positivity, optimism, power, water.